And news just in, Katrina. Speaking of the Aussies in the IPL auction, Travis Head has gone for a cool $1.22 million.
Whoa, that's incredible.
Well done to him.
Thanks, Alissa. Checking finance now in the Australian share market. Finished higher, the ASX 200 gaining 62.7 points, a new 100-day high. Utilities and tech sectors led the broad gains today, but Liontown Resources had the highest gains, up more than 11%. The biggest decline, Weebit Nano, dropping more than 5%. And the Aussie dollar is buying 67 US cents and $1.07 New Zealand. In true Queensland style, an invasion of tiny cane toads has taken over streets across the southeast. Experts say recent weather is to blame for the mega breeding boom.
A frenzy of tiny toads.
This is definitely the worst breeding event that we've seen this year.
In Tugun, there's been an invasion. Thousands of baby cane toads taking over a suburban street, more spotted in Jimboomba and on a Bribie Island golf course.
This is the onslaught of it, so this is the start of that really heavy breeding time.
The reason? Weather. Recent humidity and rain causing a breeding boom. A single toad can lay 35,000 eggs, a prolific pest that's poisonous to pets.
Cane toads can be extremely toxic to them, and what's also quite dangerous about it is that the toxin takes effect very, very quickly.
Even a single bite or lick can be deadly.
The immediate first aid is to wipe their mouth out so that you're wiping out any leftover of the poison that they've got.
And take them straight to the vet if you want to minimise the numbers in your backyard.
I generally recommend not leaving lights on in the garden because that attracts insects, which attracts the cane toad, so they'll migrate towards light.
The best way to prevent being overrun this Christmas is identify the tadpoles and catch them before they spread even further across the southeast. On the Gold Coast, Amanda Abate, 7 News.
Now let's take a look at entries into this year's Christmas Lights People's Choice competition. And Richard Dornhart is celebrating 10 years of running Christmas lights at 4 Berwick Close Middle Park. The display is synchronised to music and includes water fountains and smoke bubbles. A visit helps support the Starlight Foundation and Bowel Cancer Foundation of Australia. Richard tells us the whole community gets involved setting up the lights. Good on them. And check out Matthew Barwick's home at 27 Minamine Street in Stafford. He's taken inspiration from artist Banksy for his Santa display. Forget the girl with flowers, it's the man in red with stars. There's a big flower too, as well as a frosty that shoots snow, thrilling the kids. And you can vote for your favourite by going to kiss973.com.au for your chance to also win $500. Preventing irreversible blindness caused by glaucoma. Coming up, how a new genetic test is saving Queenslanders' sight.
And there's a few showers on the horizon. All your weather, everybody, coming up after the break.
Researchers are on a mission to prevent irreversible blindness that impacts hundreds of thousands of Australians. They've developed a simple saliva test that can be done at home.
It's called the sneak thief of sight. Slow, hard to detect, but with life-altering impacts. Patricia Jones noticed her vision deteriorating late last year. Within 6 months, she could no longer drive.
A loss of independence that's been really, really huge.
Now her son Shannon has also been diagnosed.
It had never occurred to me that I was at risk or that my children might be at risk.
Like so many glaucoma sufferers, Shannon had no symptoms. It was picked up by an optometrist.
The pressure in the eyeball is high to the point that it affects the oxygenation of the optic nerve.
That can cause damage and decrease sight, often starting out like tunnel vision.
It may not be picked up by the sufferer because the brain has an ability to sort of fill in some of those little gaps.
Researchers at QAMR Berghofer have developed a saliva-based genetic test that could determine your risk.
The existing treatments for glaucoma only work if we can get an early diagnosis, and so that's why this genetic test is so important.
Their Christmas appeal calling for donations to fund a large-scale trial to create an at-home testing kit.
Glaucoma is the leading cause of irreversible blindness. It impacts around 300,000 Australians, and half of those people don't even know they have the disease.
So they're diagnosed too late after they've incurred damage to their eyesight, which is permanent.
The fear of how you can work, live, travel, parent, all those sorts of things without eyesight is a bit confronting.
Details on how to donate are on our Facebook page. Kendall Gilding, 7 News.
Time for the weather now. Here's Paul Burt.
Thank you for that, and hello everybody. Not a bad day across the southeast today. We did expect those winds to sort of intensify from the north, but it didn't really happen. A little bit of cloud cover keeping in at the moment, keeping those temperatures down a touch here on the beach. Water temps around that 23, 24, so it's sort of just putting a little bit of an icy feel on it here, but inland sweltered once again. Temperatures today hit around that 29 to 30, a little bit warmer as we ventured further to the west. As you take a look around the charts now, you can see ex-tropical cyclone Jasper in the far north. That's going to move out into the Gulf, taking all that rain with it, thank goodness. To the south, we do have another trough system pushing through Victoria, New South Wales, into southwestern Queensland. The Channel Country at the moment, by the way, getting a little bit of thunderstorm activity around Thargomindah, so that'll push through further to the east over the coming days, bringing some showers our way tomorrow night, more so onto Thursday, Friday. As you take a look around the nation now, a couple of showers for Sydney, also for Canberra and Melbourne. Not as much there. Sydney will have a high of around 22 degrees, a bit of a cold snap, and windy over in Perth with a high of 35. Back to the tropics now, storm set for Weipa, a couple of showers for Cairns, not a lot, maybe 1 to 3 millimetres. That's great news for you guys. We are feeling for you and thinking about everybody up there. And a couple of showers moving in around Mackay, 22 to 31. That'll also sneak in around Gladstone down towards Hervey Bay, 21 to 29 degrees on the range at Toowoomba. Not as much, possible shower, holding steady. Most of that storm activity will hold further in the west though as that trough approaches. Now the further north that trough comes, the more showers we'll see over the coming days. So as you take a look around the southeast now, it's going to be partly cloudy, good chance of some showers later in the afternoon, more so later in the evening along the coastal stretches there. Highs of 32 degrees for Beaudesert, 20 degrees overnight, 20 to 33 for Ipswich, Gold Coast 21 to 29, similar for those at Redcliffe, 20 to 29 for the sunny coast. Metro now, Kenmore and down around Springfield, highs of 31 degrees, down to 20 overnight, a little bit cooler on the coastal stretches due to that sea breeze, 21 to 29 Sandgate. On the water, north-northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 1 metre in the city, 21 to 31. Not a bad day, everyone, for Brisbane. As you look ahead, though, in come the showers. Thursday through to Christmas Day, Boxing Day, highs of 33. It's going to be a muggy day, Christmas Day. And for Ipswich, very similar. Thursday through to Christmas Day again, highs of 34 degrees for the big day. And for the Gold and Sunshine Coasts, you're going to see showers starting to come through Thursday, again, all the way through to Boxing Day. And we're going to see a very hot and humid day there, Katrina, really on Christmas Day. 32, 34. It's going to be hot.
Oh, thank you, Bertie. Good heads up. That is all from us this Tuesday. Thank you for your company. Have a fantastic night.